Hello and welcome to another edition of ProtoMet Tries. And in today's video I'm going to be continuing my noodle marathon. But before I get to that, I would like to talk about Fist of the North Star. It is a classic manga and anime series that is full of ultra-violence, guys exploding, blood everywhere, lots of fantastical kung fu. It is quite delightful if you're into that sort of thing, which turns out I am. But the reason I mention it is because in the series there is a major villain slash anti-hero character by the name of Raoh. Today I will be trying Nissin Raoh. Specifically, I will be trying the soy sauce, tonkatsu, and miso flavors. And, of course, if you look at the subtitle of this video and this product, it is called King of Ramen. So, that's where the Raoh comes from. The Ra comes from ramen, and the O is Japanese for king. Raoh. So I'm going to be trying these. I'm going to start with the soy sauce. I'm not expecting any of this to actually be relevant to Fist of the North Star, but I did find it kind of cool because I'm a fan of Fist of the North Star, and there's a product literally named Raoh. So that allowed me to talk about Fist of the North Star a bit, but we're going to start with the soy sauce variety. So 3, 2, 1. This is hot. This is hot. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did with the other noodles I tried last Sunday. But the ramen itself looks a lot more like thin spaghetti. It's not as wavy as I'm used to ramen being. That's a bit unusual for me, visually. However, the broth with this is rather brown in color. It's the soy sauce. Soy sauce is a ramen flavor that I have had. It used to be called Oriental, but now they're just straight up calling it soy sauce, and I'm fine with that. Let's see how it smells. It's definitely something that I've smelled before. I guess I've had soy sauce numerous times in the past, so I guess I'm just familiar with the smell, but just can't place the smell of soy sauce on its own. That is some soy sauce ramen, for sure. That's good. It's got oil in it. I was kind of expecting the flavoring packet to be full of powder, but instead it is actually full of oil and soy sauce. And I assume whatever other flavors are in here. This is not bad. Not bad. I would have this again. I did find it a little odd that I had to mix the seasoning in with the water that was strained from the cooked noodles before re-adding the noodles. It was a step I wasn't used to, but it does seem to work. And these noodles are good. Like, I can definitely understand why someone would go as far as to call these the King of Ramen. I'm going to try some of the broth. Yeah, that definitely tastes like a diluted soy sauce. It's a good taste, though. I would have this again for sure. For definite. A little part of me wants to just keep eating until this is all gone. But I have to take a break because we have to move on to the next flavor. I'm going to pick tonkatsu this time. So, 3, 2, 1. Hot, 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 hot. Ah, fresh off the stove. I mean, magic. Magic. Tonkatsu. What is that smell? Porky? It smells like it might be a bit porky. It's for once, well, I guess not for once, but was a little surprised that this one came with a packet of powder as opposed to just the oil. It did come with a packet of what looked to be oil and perhaps other flavorings, but this one also came with a powder packet to add to it, which clearly had stuff like herbs or whatever. That's my phone going off. But take a look at it. Get a glimpse of the broth. It's a bit milky in appearance, kind of a beige color to it. Give this a taste. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think the soy sauce was a bit better, but this one, I think I'd have this again. I forgot to shut that off before filming this segment of the video. I'm gonna have to live with that now. That's on me. I did that. Am I wearing a different shirt? That's weird. I'm not sure what's all in tonkatsu, but I'd have more. Gonna get a sampling of the broth now. Yeah, a little creamy, but not bad. I'm still not entirely sure what's all in tonkatsu, and since I've never had tonkatsu before, I'm hoping that this is a good approximation of it. I do notice that it does have some sesame seeds in it, so yeah, that's pretty good. I would definitely have more of this, but we need to move on to the last flavor of this episode, the miso flavor. So, 3, 2, 1. Got another bowl here. This one is rather brown in color. If you can see that. A little bit, trying not to spill, of course. I'm not sure what that smell is, but I assume it's the smell of miso. I've never had miso, so I don't know the taste offhand. But let's give this a shot. This is fresh off the stove, so it is still hot. Gotta cool it down a bit. Tastes okay. Not really sure how to describe it since I've never had miso before, and it just really tastes like miso. I assume it's not a bad taste. I think I prefer the tonkatsu over this, and the soy sauce was pretty good too. I'll have to rank these all at the end of the video, won't I? Going in for another bite. Again, not really sure how to describe that other than, I guess, miso-y. But it's give the broth a taste. Broth is good. Broth is good. I like the broth. I'm, again, not sure how to describe it other than miso-y because I've never had miso. I don't know if anybody else there has had miso, so this is as accurate of a comparison as I can make. Also, it's quite bright out suddenly. Anybody else notice that? At least that's the only change this time around, huh? Am I right? Yeah. But yeah, I'd have this again. I should really probably invest in a different bowl sometime. This one I've been using actually has a crack in it, as you can see. It's not necessarily broken. It still functions as a bowl, and clearly it's not dripping anything, unless I accidentally screw up. But something that probably might look nicer in a video is probably something I should look into. But this is fine. Now I feel I should mention that the actual instructions for these Nissin Raoh, they offer the suggestion of adding specific stuff like meat, vegetables, and what have you to enhance the experience, make it a more authentic Japanese experience. But I don't have any of that stuff to just simply add at a whim. So that's why I've just been doing just the noodles and the broth on their own. And it's been a pretty solid experience, I'm not gonna lie. But how do I compare them? Well, I'd say that probably at the bottom would be the miso, which is not intended as a knock to the miso. Miso is pretty good. I'd then probably follow that up with soy sauce. I think the soy sauce is pretty good. But the tonkatsu certainly has a unique flavor that I feel elevates it above the others. But then it raises the question of, does Nissin Raoh really qualify as the king of ramen? Maybe, but I still think I'd stick to a lot of the more cheaper ramen packs and cups, simply for the sake of ease. So that's a personal preference, mind you, but This is a good contender for king of ramen. I've never actually had the full Japanese ramen experience. Maybe someday, but probably not. I'm too lazy. But it's been an interesting trio of ramen in this video. And I would definitely say give them a shot. They're pretty good. So, until next time, this has been me, ProtoMet. See ya.